I want to offer some advice to introverts. Now, the definition of an introvert is always evolving, and I think maybe it's most useful to think about it from the perspective of you. You are the person who decides whether or not you're an introvert, not a test, not a psychologist, not an expert. You get to decide whether or not you're an introvert. In general, I think the people who think of themselves as an introvert and who know it because they experience themselves losing energy when they interact with other people. I think that's probably the best determinant of whether or not you're an introvert. So if that's you, and if you're the kind of person who, despite being an introvert, is ambitious or wants to contribute to the world or hopefully to the company that you work for, I'd like to offer some advice. And before we get into it, let me tell you just a little bit about my experience as an introvert. I grew up definitely thinking of myself as an introvert, spending a lot of time alone, having an internal experience of the world and enjoying it. And experiencing my interactions with other people, especially outside of my kind of large family, as being draining. And particularly conversations with new people, people that I didn't know very well, as being really hard to figure out how to pilot. So, yeah, if you think of yourself as an introvert, I think you and I would jibe pretty darn well. I think our experiences would be somewhat similar. Now, something interesting happened to me. In my mid 30s, I recognized that my life wasn't what I wanted it to be. I wasn't doing what I wanted to be doing. I wasn't connecting with other people the way I wanted to connect with them. I wasn't who I wanted to be. So I had a fair amount of internal drive to change. And I started working with other people. I started working with actors as a filmmaker, and that turned into this training working with professionals. And the thing that happened was I learned how to influence other people. I learned how to connect with other people. I learned how to listen to other people and lead really productive conversations with people as I was teaching them how to do it. So I want to share a practice that I put into place for myself that I think would help you as an introvert. And the practice is about eye contact. Now, most introverts are avoiding eye contact. There really is something about making eye contact with somebody else that just kind of rattles introverts. But the downside of avoiding eye contact with other people is you're kind of giving your power away. You are exposing yourself as someone uncomfortable, someone who doesn't have the social power to connect with other people in a meaningful way. Eye contact, unfortunately, says a lot. Whether you're making it or whether you're not making it, people will notice it. So it's not something that you can just say, eye contact, I'm too uncomfortable and I just can't figure it out and I don't want to do it. It is something that you kind of have to deal with if you want to have some sort of influence in this world. If you want to make an impact on other human beings, you do have to figure this eye contact thing out. You don't want to wait until the stakes are really high. You don't want to wait for a job interview, or if you are an architect, engineer, or construction professional, you don't want to wait for a shortlist interview to start practicing your eye contact. You want to do it when it doesn't matter. You want to do it in your everyday interactions. Just notice what happens for you. Notice where your eyes want to go, where they don't want to go. So that's advice number one. Just notice it. It doesn't have to mean anything. And then the second thing is see if you can intentionally make more eye contact despite where your eyes want to go and where they don't want to go. And the good news is the answer will be yes. You can do it. You can make more eye contact than you naturally want to make. Eye contact is not a staring game. It's not about locking in and staying with your audience no matter what, because that freaks people out. Staring is not the goal. It's more like connecting with someone by actually seeing them, by actually hearing them. So practice doing this when it doesn't matter. Practice making eye contact, not from start to finish of a conversation, but maybe for just longer than you normally would. Make eye contact and let them know that you are seeing and hearing and enjoying them, and see what happens.